Good morning.
Good morning, people.
Morning, good morning. Kumakain pa lang ako na Jollibee. Yum burger. Sino nandyan? Hi, good morning everyone. Dito tayo sa kwarto kasi may tutulog sa sala. Hi po, Attorney Rustico. Rustico. First honor. Hi sis Connie, kamusta na? Kamusta na ang application mo? Morning Connie. Morning everyone. Good evening sa Pilipinas. Good afternoon sa UAE.
Ata,
Mm-mm.
good morning sa inyo. Angelicon Orara.
Congratulations, Connie. Hi, good morning, Angelicon. Kain tayo. Malapit lang yung Jollibee sa amin. Pinoy earn money. Hi.
San Jose del Monte. Taga dyan yung tita ko. San Jose
San Jose del Monte, Bulacan.
Bulacan.
Masarap chicharon dyan eh. Diba? Doon ba yun? Bilang na bilang yung bags ko. Charot. Hi, everyone.
Anong balita, guys?
Questions? Ano ba yung mainit na topic ngayon? Dito sa Ontario, tumataas yung COVID cases. So, yung restrictions sa gathering, binago na naman nila, humigpit na naman siya. Kaya, yung Pilipinas, kamusta ba when it comes to COVID cases? How are you guys? Oy, Connie, don't forget to get your, we're able to get your bank certificate and bank statements na. Are you doing it DIY ba or with agency? Connie, sorry, hindi ko na-review yung LOI ko. Send ko na ba sa'yo yung LOI ni Sarky? Send ko sa'yo. Wait, now na. Send. Ayan. So, let's see.
Kain ako ng burger. Yum burger from Jollibee. Thank you sa LOI daw.
No worries.
Connie. Ano ba? Kunanan.
Hi, Kirby. Guys,
Gathering na ako ng visa
remember may
requirements.
topic tayo before about sa stage 1, stage 2 approval. So, isa yun sa mga confusion nowadays with the stage 1 and stage 2 approval when it comes to study permit application. So that is what actually up until now, dinidiscuss din namin yun ng mga fellow international students namin. And there is a news na someone got refused on the second stage and he was able to get a first stage approval and he enrolled. So nag-start na siya ng klase kasi may first stage approval na siya kasi yun din naman yung marireceive na email pag once you get a first stage approval, and then all of a sudden on the second stage review the person got refused. So that's very unfortunate. Ibig sabihin lang nun, even if you get the first stage approval, it is not a guarantee that you are really, really approved na. So my advice is to really wait for the actual approval of the application. And good news, nagbukas na yung Cebu VAC. So, bukas na yung visa. Pinost ko yun eh sa group. So, bukas na yung Cebu sa September 21st, yung visa application center. Tapos, hoping na magbubukas na rin yung Manila so that you guys could process your biometrics. Pero, only people with bio request can go to the VACs.
Oy, Melvin, mag-comment ka nga dyan, huwag ka nagme-message.
Hi, Edward, Ferdy. Yung pag na-refuse yung second approval, it's not clear yet if the school would refund the full tuition, the partial tuition, or if they would do a refund at all. Since they've already delivered everything, they have already started their classes. So I'm not sure. It depends sa school kung magre-refund sila. So right
Yes.
now, personally, I would strongly
Jollibee.
suggest that kung hindi pa naman kayo fully approved, first stage and second stage, huwag na muna kayong mag-enroll. Sayang naman yung pera ninyo. That's what first term is roughly around 300,000 pesos. Sayang naman. And also before nag-start na pala tayo. Before anything else, I just want to make this disclaimer that we are not registered. We are not consultants. We are not immigration lawyers. We don't have any agencies. We're not connected to any agencies. We are not getting paid doing this. So this all the information are based on our personal experience and from observations and informations coming from people that we know as well. And I will still strongly suggest that everything that you need to know, you need to double check and verify that sa IRCC website. Nandoon naman lahat yan. Canada.ca. Or just type CIC.ca.
Kirby Legaspi, Jollibee ba yun, sir? Sorry.
Do you think for
Jollibee.
2021 intake, May first and second stage pa rin kaya? Right now, we don't know for certain. But what we know is that I'm actually on the IRCC website right now. Bumaba na yung time frame natin for study permit application provided that meron na lahat ng documents, complete documents na, ang kulang na lang is biometrics. So for that, bumaba na siya ng 3 weeks processing.
Shout out sa pinakamasipag kong kaibigan, si Melvin. Pinakamasipag at pinaka hindi. Hoy, tol, pa-shout out si Melvin. Sa pinaka hindi babayarong kaibigan ko at hindi pinakasugsugarol na kaibigan ko, Melvin Kunanan. Ay, Kunanan tuloy. Melvin Kapulong.
Alright, so 3 weeks na lang ang processing time natin for study permit application. That is after you have completed everything.
Do you think for 21 intake, may first and second stage pa rin kaya? Ay, dito muna tayo.
Do you have any questions?
Edward Ferdy, good morning po. Watching here ulit from Doha, Qatar. Hi, Edward. Kirby Jalbia. Makulit. Good morning from Canada. Connie Kunanan, do you think for 2021 intake? Okay.
We're not sure, Connie, hanggat hindi pa naayos yung situation with the COVID, we're not sure kung paano yung magiging process pa rin for this.
Melvin Kapulong, pogi kong kaibigan din. Kirby Legaspi, watching here from SG. Ay, maraming pupuntang taga Singapore dito, tol. Mga nakakasama naman dito galing ng Singapore. Mga IT sila dyan. Nag-student sila dito.
Yung 3 weeks processing na sinabi ko kanina, hindi pa nakakasama yung time na binigay nyo na yung biometrics. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan meron ng biometrics.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions? No?
Jenny Alegre. Nawala yung message niya.
Hi, good morning. Ask ko lang kahit ba hindi bachelor's degree, mawiwave ang IELTS sa Lambton. Yeah. Yes po.
Mag-message kayo sa Facebook page namin. Ano bang pangalan nito? Luz Viminda.
Sorry.
Ventura. Pag-message ka sa Facebook page namin.
Yeah, so guys, laging common questions to. Marami na kasi din nagtatanong, undergraduate, fresh grad from ng K-12, walang degree. Can they be an international student here in Canada? Yes, they can.
Jinky.
And for Luz Viminda, yes, wave IELTS pa rin siya. Jinky, hello sis. Ano ang mas prefer mo? Sabay application na visa right now? Right now ha. Ang processing time ni OWP is mas matagal kaysa high SP. Priority ni Canada ngayon na i-review yung mga SP, mga student permit application. And with what's happening right now, ako personally, I would say na kung hindi ganun ka-strong yung application niyo, meaning yung proof of funds nyo should be more than enough, number one. Number two, sa SOP and sa LOI ninyo, strong yung argument ninyo and the reason why you would study here in Canada and why your husband needs to be with you here in Canada. So, really kailangan justified yon. Dapat strong. Pero pinaka-strong dapat din yung home ties ninyong dalawa din. Isa pa yon. So, kung hindi ganon ka-strong application nyo, huwag nyo nang pagsabayan, lalo na ngayong COVID. Pero kung feeling mo naman you are willing to take the risk and yung application nyo is mataas yung chance for approval, then go for it. So, pwede mong gawin, Jinky, is kung kunwari, you're gonna be processing your SP first because that's the safest right now. Right? After you get your approval, you can apply for your husband's open work permit right away para pwede kayo magsabay na umalis. Katrina Mendoza, hi, may mga Filipino artists are in a creative field rin po ba dyan sa Canada? Creative field, well, so far in a creative field, more on sa, ang mga naano kaya sa mga, ano ba yun? Yung sa photography, ginawa na rin nilang business dito. So, mga international students with their OWP na may mga photographer, videography background sa Pilipinas. Ginagawa rin nila yan dito sa Canada as their part-time, as their business, as their full-time. So, pwedeng freelance sila. Pwedeng they're salaried. What else? Yung mga web designers, yes, they have it here. So far, yun pa lang naman yung sa creative field na alam ko. Makulit. Sabi mo, letter of intent mo sa OWP, need pa madrama. Oo, madrama yung LOI niya.
Dramahan mo ng matindi, Tol. Para ma-convince mo si Vio.
Kung bakit kailangan na... You just really have to make it a bit personal and also, hindi na makabag, huwag namang OA sa kadramahan, pero kailangan syempre it's something that really comes from you. Alam mo yun, yung parang, why do you have to be with your wife and why do you think that you need the Canadian experience as well? And what would that Canadian experience do to your career in the future once you go back to the Philippines? So you also have to defend that.
Bernadette Milagro.
Hi, Bernadette. Luz Viminda, Benaventura.
Oo. Okay po. Sige, PM ako sa FB. Sa namin Facebook page, wag sa personal Facebook namin. Dahil hindi kami nagre-reply doon.
Yeah, si Lambton, We want to grow the Filipino community sa Lambton. That's the reason why I've been promoting, kasi I can only promote Lambton because I am from Lambton. I'm still studying sa Lambton. And so far, I have no regrets when it comes to that because I get the best of both worlds. I have a very convenient schedule. I can work. I can have my degree, my certificate, and I could get my 3-year PGWP. So I also have one of the lowest tuition fee in Ontario. So 3 terms lang napapasok ako. Yung 1 term, co-op ko yon. So hindi masyadong stressful. So big factor kasi for me is number 1, tuition, and number 2, yung hindi ako masyadong stress sa studies ko. Kasi hindi ko na kailangan yun ngayon. Nasa edad na ako na.
Schedule.
Oo, yung schedule nga, hindi nga ako stress sa schedule. Kaya hindi rin ako sa stress sa school work. So kung nandoon na lahat yun, I don't need that, diba? Parang I'm gonna work on my PR either way. So, yun.
Kit and Jeanette.
Dumami na kami. Meron kaming gathering yung mga Lambton people last week. And ang dami na naman. And nakakatuwa kasi growing family talaga siya. And we know each other very well. And we still help each other regardless kung nandoon pa sa ibang bansa or nakarating na dito sa Canada. And yung kasama yung family, yung kids, all out ang support. Pag-uusapan yung winter clothes na hindi na ginagamit. Ganun yung talagang it's a community, a close-knit community sa Lambton.
Yung mga OWP na magkakasama kami.
Sila mga OWP.
Banding, inom-inom.
Kit and Janelle, hello po. I'm a bank employee for 3 years and my husband is undergrad working as a call center. What's that? Call driver and has a van rental. Okay. May work kaya na makuha si husband dyan sa Canada if undergrad siya. Si Sarky, undergrad po siya. There really is no reason for people not to get work here in Canada. Kung masipag ka lang, tsaka hindi ka mapili. Paulit-ulit namin sinasabi yun sa inyo. Maraming trabaho.
Huwag ka lang mapili.
Oo, physically demanding man siya, tsagain nyo muna kasi you need to get your Canadian experience. And so having those job, having that background, kapag afterwards, it would increase your Canadian work experience and you would also increase your network. Along the way, may mga makikilala kang tao na who would refer you to this, who would refer you to that.
Tama.
Mag-expand yung network mo, mas marami kang opportunity. So,
dali na lang pag nakapunta kayo dito.
It doesn't matter kung undergrad yung OWP mo. I would suggest though, that while you're still in the Philippines, get TESTA, yung mga skilled, kasi mataas ang sahod dito ng mga welder, tapos yung sa mga construction, ganun, mataas ang mga per hour nila doon.
Tama. Kit and Janelle. I'm thinking kasi kung ako na lang ba mag-OWP din siya mo.
Well, think of yung Kit and Janelle, to answer your question, if it's going to be your husband who's an undergrad and you as a graduate, kung sino yung magiging student, you have to weigh kung sino yung magiging primary applicant ninyo for PR. Kasi syempre, yung pinaka-main goal naman natin sa pagpunta sa Canada is to become permanent residents, right? So you have to weigh sino yung magiging mas higher yung chance for PR. Would it be you? Like for example, sige, si husband yung magiging student. Undergrad siya, makakakuha siya ng study permit approved. He will get a diploma since undergrad siya. And then you would be working. Would you be able to find a NOC job? B, sabihin natin mga admin assistant, mga anything na you have to research on that. Kamusta yung CRS ninyo? Kamusta yung So kung feeling mo, makakakuha ka kaagad ng work, and then after a year, you can apply for Canadian experience class. That's just 1 year of any NOCA, NOCB, NOCO na job, and then mataas yung IELTS mo, bata ka pa, ganon, mataas yung scores mo. So, pwedeng si husband yung OWP, tapos, I mean, si husband yung student, ikaw yung OWP. You have to weigh which one will be the primary applicant for your PR. But paano?
Anthology. Hi,
Good
Jillian.
morning, Jillian.
Kagit naman yung Jollibee niya.
Halika dito sa Jollibee. Kapag pumunta ka dito sa Mississauga, i-date kita sa Jollibee. Promise. Punta ka dito.
Oo, dahil masarap ka na magluto eh. Kevin! Ang
Hi.
hirap naman ng Kevin na yan.
Hi,
Good
Kevin.
morning. Connie Kunanan, what if while studying nakakuha ng employer na willing akong bigyan ng full-time job? Pwede ko bang stop na yung pagiging student ko since may job offer na ako?
That's actually one of the most ideal situation you can be in once you're in Canada. Kaya nga tayo nag-international study kasi para magkaroon tayo ng mga opportunity ganyan. Napakaswerte pero napakamadalang yan. Na while you're in your international study, may employer ka on your part-time who would be willing to hire you full-time and give you an LMIA so you would be able to convert your study permit to a work permit. That's the most ideal situation you can be in kasi you don't have to pay the high amount tuition. You'd be earning your Canadian experience, which would make you eligible to several PR pathways, right? So that's, yeah, you can do that. Pero make sure na before you stop and convert your study permit, meron na lahat ng documents. You have to, kailangan magpahawais ka sa mga bagay na ganyan. Hindi yung bigla ka mag-quit. Kasi mawawalan ka ng status, di ba? So, no offer letter, no LMIA, don't quit your schooling.
Makulit.
Thanks sa answer kasi 2012 pa kami magkasama sa bahay kasi ni Mrs. as in 24/7 kasi work from home kami. So do you think okay sabihan sa intent ko na nasanay na kami magkasama palagi? You have to address the reason why you'd have to be with your wife. Like, I can support her emotionally and also yung nasanay, yun nga, pwede mong sabihin yun na you have never, ever since you've been together, never pa kayong naghiwalay, and so you'd want to be with her during her study, so you can also support her, and at the same time, you would be able to support her financially, ganon, mga ano. Although dapat in a way, pag pumunta kayo dito, financially stable, yung papakita niyo kay BO.
Makulit, naisip ko lang kasi.
Yun nga lang, ano yung magiging home time ninyong dalawa?
Angelicon Orara.
Silent watcher here. Always present during your life. Hi, Angelico.
Ay, Ilocana ka ba o Pangalatok?
Parang familiar. Saan ka from Pangasinan?
Naimbag nga bigat, kabsat?
Oo. Saan kayo from Pangasinan, Angelico? I lived there for, I think, more than a year, Ordineta. So,
Florence Seclon. Hi, Florence.
Oh, Angelicon! Kachat kita. Ano ka ba? Sorry, nakalimutan ka, Mangaldan, Pangasinan. I remember, kachat kita sa page.
Nag-start na ba si Sarky sa Centennial?
Next week.
Sa Wednesday ako
mag-start
guys. Schooling.
Nag-enroll si Sarky ng short course sa Centennial. He will be getting a certificate on aircraft sheet metal fabrication. So, mataas din kasi yung sahod nun, and it's for OWPs you can get short courses here in Canada, and you don't wag ka lang lalagpas ng 6 months, so you can upgrade here in Canada, guys, kung gusto nyo. Parang feeling ko mas gusto ko yung malalim. Let me try.
Sige.
Alam nyo, pinapatay ko yung ano. May bagong bili kasi kami.
May bago kaming biling ring light.
Palitan mo kayo. Nasisilaw kasi ako. Ignorant. Ilang buwan na kami nagpa-vlog, ya? Sige, yun na lang. Ilang buwan.
Gusto mo yan? Mas maganda nga yan.
Ilang buwan na kami nagpa-vlog. Ngayon lang kami nagkaroon ng ring light. Biruin nyo yun. Ayun.
8 months pa lang naman tayo nag-vlog dito sa Canada. 8 months pa lang tayo dito.
Hi, Florence from Surigao del Sur. Hi. Kirby, hindi mo na ulit ginawa yung food delivery, sabi niya. Ilang weeks na, 6 months. Ayun.
Wala, hindi ngayon to kasi may pasok ako ng 1:30 hanggang 8:30 ng gabi. Pag umaga, malamig na. Mahirap kumising. May part-time ba?
Bernadette, regarding po sa home ties, include po ba namin yung binabayaran namin na bahay? Though we don't have the title yet. Do you have the any document proving that you are paying for it tapos magiging sa inyo yung property in the future? So yes, it could be your home tie. A liability, sabi nga ni JC, can be your home tie. Another question from Bernadette, kasi parang pong si baby lang ang magiging home time namin if OWP is si husband, since we don't have much property kasi nag-start pa lang po kami ng family. Yeah, your baby is already a strong home tie, but you can add some more with the property na binabayaran ninyo, so long as you can provide a document na nagpo-prove na you're paying this so that you will own this in the future. Baba. Hi, Jeriel.
Oh, nawala. Ito. Juriel
Jeriel.
Rondal. Hello
Hi,
po, Ilocano
Kapsat.
here. Naimbag nga bigat. Ay, Rabi.
Oh, from Italia, Raymond Robel. From Brescia, Italy.
Raymond
Italia.
Rodel.
Ano?
Magandang anong
Maylene Campos. Hello po sa inyo, nakakamiss ang live nyo. Every week naman na namin ginagawa. Alam ka. Hindi naman nagbabago. Every week tayo.
Nagbago lang yung ilaw namin, medyo maliwanag na kami ngayon.
At saka nasa kwarto kami ngayon. So, yun lang naman difference. Kasi may tao sa sala. Pwede pa tayo lumipat sa sala?
Hindi.
Gusto mo lumipat sa sala?
Mamaya.
Nahirapan.
O next week sa sala tayo. Jonathan Raven.
Good
Bendoy.
morning. I'm good. I'm buntis. I feel, alam mo ng pakiramdam ng buntis. Ay, hindi mo pala alam kasi lalaki ka. So, yung mga babae lang makakaramdam na feeling mo. Pinagkaitan ka ng ka-freshan sa buong mundo ngayong araw na ito, mga ganun.
Tama. What if naman si husband, what if naman si husband ang kukuha ng full-time na employer tapos makakuha ng LMIA?
Yes. Pag nakakuha ng full-time si OWP, may LMIA, huwag ka muna mag-stop. Mag-stop ka kapag mag-a-apply na siya ng PR at nakasubmit na kayo ng PR at nakuha niya na yung PR card. So pwede mong bawas-bawasan yung subject mo but still be a student. Once you are a legit PR, saka ka lang mag-stop. Huwag during. Hindi, porque nakakuha ng full-time work si husband, mag-stop ka na.
Tama. Maripas Takad. What
if yung school credentials ay nalipat sa school na naka-enroll ng masteral? All academics done, thesis enrollment na lang. Pwede ba yun forward sa West for evaluation? Kaso hindi pa tapos kasi yung masterals mo, diba? Kasi kailangan mo pa ng thesis. Well, you can try. They might consider lang yung ano mo. So lahat nung information mo, transfer na nila sa school kung saan ka kumukuha ng masterals. You cannot get it from your previous school kung saan ka kumuha ng degree. Why? That's weird. Well, you can. If talk to your school if they'd be willing to give you your TOR prior to getting your master's, or if they would be giving you the whole credentials, including your yung unfinished master's mo. And yes, Wes would be reviewing that, but I'm not certain right now. Maria Paz, would you mind messaging me on our Facebook page, and then I'll get back to you on that with the answer na mas clear. I would just get some more information with regards to your question. I want to make sure kasi I'm going to be giving you the correct answer. So right now, let's just park the question. I'm not sure. Let's see what else, kung ano pa yung mahanapan ko. Maghanap ako ng answer for you.
Kamo! Florence.
Magkano daw yung schooling mo? Wait lang sa dito.
Mura lang.
Si Sarky mo.
Mura lang yung school ko, Florence. Hindi aabot pa ng 1,000.
Sabi mo magkano?
420. Sana hindi kasi pwedeng mag-aral ng ano yun. Nang lalabas ng 6 months. Kasi nga, forbidden. Sana ako mag-aral ulit ng Pagka na-PR na kami, kasi mahal din ang tuition eh, kapagka hindi. Parang international student din yung labas. So, for the meantime, yun muna yung kinuha ko. Every lang naman yung Wednesday. Every Wednesday for 3 months lang. So, okay lang. Kit Angel, thank you po. Thank you so much. Okay. Need din po bang mag-take ng IELTS si husband? Oo, kailangan mag-take ng IELTS ni husband. What if ever ako mag-apply for PR? Ayaw ko nga mag-take ng IELTS eh, pero walang choice. Magte-take talaga for
Para maka-enroll.
Hindi, PR application.
Hindi mo na kailangan. May nagtanong din. Wait lang.
Sabi ko, kailangan.
Hindi.
Di ba?
Not necessarily.
Depende sa score.
Wait lang.
Pero pagka mag-aaral ka, kailangan. Anthology. Congrats, Arky. Good luck sa schooling. That is so. Thank you, Jillian. Oo nga eh.
Okay.
Anong ginagawa mo?
Umiinom ako ng kape, hindi ako makainom din ng broccoli.
Mag-start ako sa Wednesday.
Jillian, nandiyan siya sa Centennial.
Centennial ako, malayo yung biyahe ko. Papuntang school. Mga 25 minutes ata. Pero sa bagay, mas malayo naman yung work ko dati. 35 minutes. One way.
Ano oras yung mo?
7 to 10.
Toronto yun, di ba? Centennial.
Hindi ko alam kung saan yung search ko. Actually guys, hindi ko pa nakikita yung schedule ko, kung anong mga dadalhin. Ganun. Sa Wednesday pa naman. Saturday pa lang ngayon. Kaya ayun.
Bilahan ng lunchbox mo.
Dito ka, ma'am. Giyosin mo na ako.
Hi, I'm back. Busog na ako. Kumain talaga. Wait, lipat nga natin to dito. Hindi kasi ako komportable sa bed. Kaya ako gustong magsala eh. Kasi hindi ako komportable dito. Taba-taba ko to. Ayun, nasa na tayo? Okay, pa thank you so much.
Yung wallet ko nga mamay nandiyan ba?
Bakit?
Lagay ko sa sakit. Kalimutan mo, dadali ko lang lisensya.
Ayun, Kiss, just to be clear when it comes to your application, your dependent, your husband, kung kunwari ikaw yung primary applicant, he can take the IELTS or he can not take the IELTS. So, depende yun sa inyo. Kung feeling mo makakatulong sa CRS, sa score ninyo, yung magiging result ni husband, like mataas din yung makukuha niyang result, then yes, he can take the IELTS. Pero if not, kung hihilain niya lang din naman yung score niyo, then you can just take, pwede namang hindi siya mag-take, ikaw lang yung mag-IELTS. Ganun. Redin Valenzuela, may interview ba kapag sa biometrics? Wala namang interview. They will just get your picture, there's no interview. For study permit application, guys, there's no interview. PLEDAS MK1 is 1.3 enough as a proof of fund for a single applicant student visa. The agency I work with prefers 2 million, which seems a bit excessive. Thank you. 1.3 as proof of funds should suffice. Kasi as per CIC, it's only 10 Canadian dollars lang naman na living expenses. So if you have 1.3, given that you've already paid your tuition, then there should be no problem. Or if you want, before you pay your tuition, get your bank statements. So that's still a whole 1.3. Hindi siya nabawasan prior to paying your tuition, di ba? Basta ilalodge mo kagad yung application mo. Hindi yung after 3 months, 2 months, ganun. But yeah, you can do that, the 1.3. Or if you have the money in hand, you can just open a GIC of 10,000 Canadian dollars para kahit na bulk deposit yan, there would be no question from the VO since sa'yo na yung pera, na open mo na siya dito, and then just pay your 1-year tuition and then you just got apply. Pero, yeah, that's okay, the 1.3. Siguro gusto lang ng agency yung sure approval, kaya gusto niya 2 million. Nasa diskarte mo pa rin kasi yan sa SOP. So again, napaka-importante ng SOP. Angelicon. Louisian. Yay! Louisian ako. Makalat yung likuran ko. Actually, those are all baby stuff given to me by my friends here in Canada. So, kumpleto na yung gamit ng mga anak ko dito. Wala akong ginastos na kahit na ano. Mark Andrew. Hello from QZ. Hi, Mark Andrew. Oo. Yeah. So, thank you so much, Angelicon. Hi po, Ma'am Josefina. Good morning, Rabitan. Yeah. Iglesia. Hi po, ma'am. Jack Duenas. Hello, watching from Singapore. Hi, Jack. Yeah, just watch our videos. We'll be making, actually, meron na kaming lineup for the videos that we're gonna be making. Since hindi, para, para mas madali. So, we're gonna be making videos about how to start your DIY for people who would be doing DIY or nag-iisip pa kung mag-agency or hindi. So, we're gonna be doing a video about that. This is mainly to encourage people to do DIY instead of getting agencies. Kasi doable naman, as laging sinasabi ni Mami Lynn namin na tumulong sa akin sa doable ang agency, diskarte mo lang talaga. And also yung preparedness mo financially. So we're going to be doing a video about that, what we did for the DIY. And then we're going to be making a video kung enough ba yung sahod ko as a part-time student to cover my tuition fee. And another would be yung expenses namin dito. We already have, but I think it would cover mostly kung kaya ng international student mag-survive alone here in Canada. And then we'd be making, magkano ba talagang kailangan proof of funds for study permit application. So, medyo marami kaming line up ngayon for the videos. Inumpisa namin pa unti-unti.
Meron pa akong hindi na-edit. Edit ko mamaya.
Daddy, mataba ka.
Grabe naman yung mataba.
Jonathan Raven Benoy. Hindi ako naka-start sa vids. Anong vids? Video namin. Start na. Now na. Sandri Agno. Hi, Sandri. Daddy, baba mo nga para may kwenta ka dyan. Joke. Ayun na ako. Kay Juriel Rondal. Yan. Pag nag-apply pa ba ng co-op work permit, kailangan pa ba ng co-op letter? Well, first of all, you don't have to apply for a co-op work permit. Kasi kasama yun sa application mo for the study permit. What I'm trying to say is, so nag-apply ka ng study permit kunwari from the Philippines, you got approved. Once na nag-land ka dito kay Canada, ang ibibigay sa'yo ni immigration officer is your study permit and a work permit for your co-op. So you don't have to apply for it.
Lawrence.
I hope that's clear, Juriel.
Requirement ba ang IELTS sa schooling ni OWP?
No po. Si OWP, hindi required ng IELTS since short course lang naman siya. Pero ngayon, kung pag-PPR na kami at mag-aaral na siya like ng 2-year diploma, 2-year certificate, there are parang study permit na rin siya. There are some schools na required yung IELTS. There are some schools naman na hindi required yung IELTS. The good thing is we know people from who can help with waiving IELTS. So, yung tingin na gusto mo, we can contact some people who could waive the IELTS for you. So, parang ganon. Kasi alam nyo yung difference. I'm gonna be discussing this to be honest. Why are there schools waiving IELTS if they get help from agencies or from people who know someone from working in an agency? It is and then the school would require you an IELTS kapag naman direct kang nag-apply sa school. Why? Because may tie-up si agency at saka si school to bring a number of students in their school. So they have like an agreement. They would get something from them. The school would be getting from something from them as well. So it's a win-win situation for the study permit applicant. Why? Because first of all, if you apply directly to school, you would have to pay the application fee. If you go through someone who would help you with a sinabing free LOA and waive IELTS, you don't have to pay the application fee and they can waive your IELTS for you. So the person who helped you would get something from the school, and the school would get something from that person too. So kaya merong in-between agencies. That's how it works. And ako, I have no problem when I ask someone for help sa LOA because it's a win-win situation to the person I'm helping and to the person I'm referring them to. So it's okay kasi so long ako ang ano ko is so long as makakatulong sa study permit applicants, I have no problem with that. It's to your advantage. Um, that's just how to explain it, and that's reality, and that's the truth. You don't have to pay for it. The LOA, you have your Wave IELTS. The person who's helping you that is connected to the agency will be getting something from the school, and the school will be getting something from them. But you don't have to pay for anything. You have all the advantage. Sally Jude Luke. Kaya pala nagpunta kayo. Oo.
Kaya pala
Actually,
parang tumaba ka nung nagpunta kayo sa Niagara Falls. May baby blessing.
malaki na yung siyang ko
Hindi siya
noon.
tumaba, sobrang taba.
Ngayon, sobra. Thank you so much, Sally. John Charlie. I'm planning to take food safety and quality assurance management sa Lambton, Sarnia Fall 2021. Question po, once mabigyan ng LOA, need na po ba magbayad ng first term tuition? Hi, John. And una-una sasabihin ko na kagad, M. John. Sasabihin ko na kagad, welcome to Lambton, to Tropang Lambton. Once you get your LOA, given na hindi ganun kalapit kunwari fall 2021 ka, sabihin natin kumuha ka na ng LOA ngayon pa lang. And then, yung first term tuition mo, babayaran mo siya usually after 3 months of getting the LOA. Pero sa mga katulad ng mga tinulungan ko, na for January 2021 intake, and parang ngayon pa lang sila nagsabi sa akin, so naihabol namin, nakuha na namin sila ng LOA. They'd have to pay it the following month na kaagad kasi malapit na po yung January 2021. They have to file for the study permit at ASAP. So kung gusto mo, yun, 3 months, meron kang 3 months allowance to pay for your first term tuition. So if someone is already helping you with your LOA, John, good luck and congratulations in advance.
Congratulations.
If wala pa, you can message me in our Facebook page and I can help you secure an LOA kay Lambton, Sarnia. I actually have 2 people coming in on January 2021 next year who would be studying in Sarnia.
Natulungan niya.
Mag-aaral sila sa Sarnia. So binibuild kasi talaga natin yung Filipino community. So kapag if ever mag-connect kayo kung pare-pareho kayong Sarnia. Mga ano yan, mga dalaga. Magagandang dalaga.
May asawa na yan si M. John.
Oo nga, hindi ibig ko sabihin, maganda lang na
diba?
may Filipino community and connection. Hi, from Qatar pala siya. Gutierrez family. Hi ma'am, makakabayad ba every SEM pag meron si OWP? Okay. Malaking tulong na, nalaglag yung cellphone ko. Malaking tulong, saglit lang, na meron si OWP to help you with your expenses and most especially to save up for your tuition. Kaya namang babayaran yung mga tuition na yan, provided that you already have an allowance to pay for the next term, meaning, so you paid for your first term and you already have funds for the second term or half of the fund. And then yung mag-iipon ninyo ni OWP is just basically for your tuition and your addition para sa basic expenses nyo dito. Kasi if you're gonna take in consideration na magpapadala ka pa pala sa Pilipinas, babayaran mo yung niloan mo sa Pilipinas, mahirapan kayong ipunin yung tuition mo, honestly. Unless si OWP mo, kaya niyang mag-full-time work.
Masipag.
Another full-time work. At saka mag-part-time. So, ibig sabihin, huwag mo na siyang mag-day off at magtrabaho siya ng 16 hours a day or until makagraduate.
Mahirap magtrabaho dito, nakakataba.
So, walang problema. Basta sabihin mo na lang kay OWP mo, magsipag-sipag siya. Kung talagang bitin and you really want to be here in Canada, then he needs to really work.
Reagan Isaguer.
Need bang related sa previous course mo yung kukunin mong course? Not necessarily. It just makes your reason for studying in Canada stronger and less risky. So, sabihin na natin, they will base it kasi sa kung ano yung natapos mo sa Pilipinas or ano yung mga work experiences mo sa Pilipinas. kapag di ba yun yung usual advice, you have to base it kung ano yung background mo para less risk. And also mas strong yung application. But if you are a risk taker and you're really passionate about the program, which is entirely different from what you have, from your degree when you were in college or from your work background, then I suggest you go for it. So long as in your SOP, you will be able to defend kung bakit yun yung kukunin mong program na sobrang layo, and your reason would make sense. Alam mo yun, yung parang kaya mong depensahan na, okay, from being an accountant in the Philippines, I would switch to culinary, let's say, or from being an engineer, or like anthology, from being an architecture graduate switching to culinary. Let's just say that how would the school give you an LOA, and how would the Canada give you a study permit with a program which is very far from your background? I would give you that if I'm the visa officer, if you have proof and you can make sense with your explanation as to why you'd want to take that program. And also sabihin natin, you have a business and you want to grow your business. Parang mga ganun. There really should be a valid reason and that makes sense for you to take an entirely different program. Eh, kasi kung yung isang share. What else? So yun lang. Pwede naman. There's no difference with that. There should be no problem. Sandri.
No.
Kailan pa mag-start ang application sa Lambton? I have 1, 2, 3. I think I have 4 people waiting for September 2021 intake sa Lambton. I have 4 people already waiting for that. So most probably September 2021 intake would open by the end of this month or first week of October. I would give you an update about that. So pati naman sa website magbibigay. But then again, yun nga, pag mag-apply kayo directly kay Lambton, you would need to take an IELTS and you'd have to pay the application fee. So get someone who can help you with your LOA. If you cannot find anyone, I can help you. Bernadette Maligro. Sorry, Bernadette. Di ba yung validity po ng SP same sa OWP? So possible po kayang hindi na ma-extend ng OWP ang pag nag-apply na CSP na. No, sorry, liwanagin ko yung question ni Bernadette para for the sake of everyone. So question niya is, so pareho yung validity ng visa ni study permit at saka ni OWP. Now, hindi daw ba mai-extend yung kay OWP kapag nag-PGWP na si SP? No, the answer is, of course you can extend. That's the reason why you came to Canada together, right? So once you graduated, pagkatapos ng graduation nyo, and nakakuha ka na ng completion, certificate of completion from your school, you can already apply for your postgraduate work permit. Usually naman kasi pag graduate ka, hindi ibig sabihin nun tapos na yung work permit, yung study permit mo. You are still given time to get a job, ganon. So parang paano mong mai-extend si OWP mo once you get your PGWP? You would have to secure a job position that is under NOCA, NOCB, NOCO. So mga nasa admin, assistant, mga nasa supervisor, managerial. So anything that falls in that category. And then you need to present 3 payslips from na naggaling din sa work na yon. Or mayroon akong nabasa, job offer lang na aprobahan naman. So you will be able to extend his work permit once you have an NOCA B or O job and your 3 payslips. You can apply for that, for his extension, and he can still continue working. So once you get your 3-year PGWP, dahil 2-year yung program mo, his work visa will also be extended for another 3 years.
Ma, Gutierrez family. Magkano po ba, ma'am, yung POF kapag 3 family member? 10, 4, 3.
10,000 Canadian plus 4,000 plus 3,000. So that's a total of 17 Canadian dollars for 1 year of living expenses here in Canada. Pero idadagdag ko na naman 'to, the more the better.
The more, the better.
Kailangan mas palakihin niyo pa.
Limit. Gutierrez Farmil, limit po ba ang pera dalhin sa Canada?
You can only bring 10,000 Canadian dollars coming here in Canada. And once you exceed that, then you'd have to declare it. Pag napaglapag niyo pa dito sa Canada, you have to declare kung more than 10,000 Canadian dollars yung pera niyo. Kasi kami, tinanong ko magkano yung dala naming pera. So, since less than 10,000 yung dala namin, mabilis lang. So, once na lumagpas kayo sa 10,000 and dineclare niyo siya, kailangan niyo i-declare ha, they would ask proof where the money came from. So, you have to be prepared. Sinihingan ako. You have to be prepared for that. Oo. Present nyo yung mga documents nyo proving that the money came from your account. So, dalhin nyo lahat yun.
Tama.
Sally Jude, look. Regarding medical po, ano pa ang chine-check up? My husband will undergo a front med in 2 weeks time. Can you share po anong preparation niya? X-ray, physical. Pero huwag kang mag-alala, hindi siya yung tulad ng
Dali lang.
yung ano lang, check nila yun, yung alam mo, balikan ko na lang yung sa amin.
Inom kami ng mga gatas, ganun.
Oo. Yung ano lang, wait lang.
Sa Baguio kami.
Sa Baguio kami.
Yung mga kids namin sa katapusan, may medical na sila. Tapos, i-apply na. Ay, ano pala guys, abangan nyo yung nakausap ko na si Jan. Si Jan Tigno. Abangan nyo yung video. Sineset na namin yung date kung kailan yung interview. Busy rin siya. So, yan. Basta abangan nyo lang.
So, yun lang naman. Ang kailangan lang physical exam and your x-ray and some tests. So, HIV, HEPA, kapag may mga additional tests if you have piercings and you have tattoos and you have to pay for it.
Bayad kami
But
ng
basically,
plus
it's really and then they would ask you some questions. Do you have history kung pagdating sa heart, gano'n, yung mga gano'n lang naman. But it's really, really just, physical and the x-ray.
John Lyson Jr. Hi po, greetings po sa inyong dalawa. Hope you are doing well. Ask ko lang
po. Ikaw na 4 years.
4 years old ang kasama namin na bata. Ano ang visa niya?
4 years old is already of school age dito sa Canada. So, if 4 years old na si baby, then study permit na siya. Hindi na TRV. Kasi pwede na siyang mag-preschool.
Si Jack.
Jack Duenas. Kung ang sponsor po ba ay, gumagalaw, ay fiancé pa lang at okay naman ang funds at may stable job abroad and ang SP applicant ang nilagay niya sa SOPI, we intend to be PR if we go to Canada, papayag kay ang BO. Jack, so what you're talking about is you want to submit a dual intent application for the study permit. So first off, may dalawang topic tayo i-discuss about that. Sabi mo, ang sponsor mo is yung fiancé mo or basta maging sponsor si fiancé. Just make sure though, si fiancé ba kasama mo na pupunta dito sa Canada? So basically, hindi siya magiging sponsor. Magiging shared funds kayong dalawa. Parang pareho yung proof of funds ninyo. So you might as well. When is it gonna be? Is it gonna be for next year pa naman? Open a joint bank account para nandoon yung funds ninyo pareho. It doesn't need to be the fiancé doesn't need to be a sponsor. You can use the funds as if they're your own, so long as it can be on a joint account. Also, make sure that you have your own funds then on your own bank account. Kasi syempre kapag nasa edad ka na nga na kailangan meron ka na talagang naging work, tapos dapat may savings ka rin. It should not all be coming from your fiancé. Now, if for your application, you'd plan to do a dual intent, meaning you are being upfront if you plan to apply, then that's risky, but you can do that. there are people who did that and who got an approval. It can be a bit risky, but it's up to you. Maria Gemazak Silanga. Hi, thank you so much, Maria, for always watching.
Ang layo naman pala nitong Mississippi.
Sa US yan dati.
Mississippi Mills, Ontario, 4 hours.
Ay,
Yun ang
okay.
binibili, may tinatry akong tawaran na sasakyan. Layo pala.
Gutierrez family. Hindi po ba mahirap kapag merong kasamang bata at mahal po bang daycare sa Ontario?
May interviewin kami niyan, sila Jan Rock.
Okay, alam
Jan
mo, hindi naman gano'n. Medyo challenging. Siyempre, ang buhay kasi kapag nag-adjust ka pa dito sa Canada, you have to find kailangan maghanap ka ng trabaho. Kailangan mo pumunta sa school kapag hindi na online, di ba? So, bawal ditong maiwan ng mga bata sa bahay na walang nagbabantay. So, it can be challenging. So, kailangan nyo talagang ayusin yung schedule ninyong mag-asawa na yung isa sa umaga, yung isa sa gabi para laging may kasama yung mga bata. When it comes to daycare, yes, it can be expensive. 3 years old and below. 4 years old is already of school age. It's like morning until afternoon na nasa school sila. So that's not gonna be a problem kapag 4 years old na yung anak ninyo. But for 3 years old and below, expect that you would have to cash out $1,000 to $1,500 for the daycare. Mas mahal pa siya sa rent ninyo. Or medyo
Mahal
kapresyo
dito.
siya ng rent ninyo. So medyo expensive.
Tama.
Um,
John? Grabe si Sir Sarky. Single po ako, sir. 27 years old pa lang ako, actually.
Ba't kasi sinabi mo may asawa siya?
Hindi, para kunyari lang. Ito naman, defensive ka masyado. Wala ka ba girlfriend? Ba't dito ka na maghanap ng puti?
John, ano? Iba pa rin ang Pilipino. Eh di sana naghanap na ako ng puti, no?
Sana.
Iba pa rin ang Pilipino. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Marami akong kakilalang nagjowa ng puti tapos sa sudden sa Pinoy pa rin sila because we have the same culture and belief and we have,
Okay lang, maputi naman ako.
Okay, wait lang. M. John, message me. Ano bang program gusto mo? Hanapin natin kung anong intake yan sa Sarnia. Single ka pa. Single pa daw siya, 37. Halos kaya Darren may mga magsasarnia na kakilala.
Kaya Darren mo rin pala ako.
Merong frog. Kaedaran mo yung mga pupunta. They are UPians, mga ganun. So, they will also be attending. They already have their LOA. They will be attending Sarnia next year. Paulo, paglinawan, need po ba ng IELTS ni OWP or maganda ng PR?
Jeric muna. So, Tunel, good evening.
Hi, Jeric. Sorry! Nalagpasan ko si Jeric. Hi, Jeric. Paulo, need ba ng IELTS pag nag-apply ng PR? Hindi kailangan. Pero kung kaya niyang pataas, kung kaya niyang kumuha ng IELTS na 8, na 9, na 7, basta mataas. Tapos makaka-add siya sa score ng applicant, ng primary applicant, or sa score nila, why not? Pero kung pahihilain niya lang dahil mababa yung score niya, wag na lang. Pwede namang hindi.
So, ang advice ko, wag na tayong kumuha.
Pwede naman mag-practice ka.
Ayoko.
Pero sayang yung pera, mahal-mahal ng IELTS, ako na lang. M. John, follow-up question. Once given LOA, how much po need bayaran sa Lambton to reserve for my seat? You don't have to pay anything to reserve for your seat, but once you get your LOA, after 3 months, you'd have to pay your full term tuition, 1 term. So that's what, 7,000 plus.
200,000 pesos plus.
Connie, pagdating ba dyan, dapat ba talagang magpakita sa immigration officer and POF since asawa kayo, 14 ka, di dapat below this amount. No, pagka na-aprobahan na kayo, once you already have your passport stamped with your visa, you don't have to present them with the 14,000 Canadian dollars na POF ninyo. It's okay. Kung magkano lang yung nadala nyo dito. Pwedeng iniwan nyo sa Pilipinas. Basta dalhin nyo lang yung mga present yung for your POF like bank certificates, bank statements. Dali nyo pa rin siya dito. So, kung magkano yung parang dinala nyo, yun yung i-declare nyo. Kapag hinanap yun, sabi nyo, sa bangka nyo sa Pilipinas. What else? Jamaica VR. Hi, Jam.
Hello, Miss Aileen. Jam here. Ask ko lang po, 1.2 for student visa by agency, worth it ba yun?
Magkano ba bayaran mo sa agency? 50, 60, 70? Kung kaya mo namang i-DIY, sayang naman pandagdag mo na lang ng POF yung ano,
Pambili mo ng mga damit.
o kaya pambabayad mo sa airfare mo. Kaya I strongly suggest you join Facebook groups. We have a lot of study DIY Facebook groups. You can join, you can gather information, you can ask questions, you can also message me anytime. I can answer that. You can watch videos on YouTube. Marami kaming gumagawa ng YouTube videos who are pushing for the DIY kasi we also did DIY. So you can research that,
Huwag
guys.
kayong mag-agency. Wala naman silang gagawin.
And nasa sa inyo yan. May mga taong gusto ng agency because they're not confident that they can do DIY. Pero yung confidence mo nabibuild yan along the way. So, pag nakakuha na kayo ng information, kaya ko pala. Ay, ganito lang pala yung gagawin. Ay, kasi ako rin yung gumawa halos lahat. Submit. Pag-aralan nyo lang mabuti.
That is right.
Sir Sarky, bakit di po kayo nag-apply ng express entry? No, kulang kami sa score. Jamaica VR. Although sana sinubukan niyang magkumuha ng employer from Saudi going to Canada.
Parang si yung
Ulysses Palayo. Pwede
Parang company pa
oo. Kaya lang kasi yun, it would take like 1 to 2 years, sometimes 3 years, depende kasi yun. So, he could have opted for that. Pero yung plan niya dito is not as PR, but more on a work permit lang. Temporary foreign worker. Pero he can apply for PR after naman.
Angelicon.
Yeah. Okay ba na mag-open ng GIC at magdala ng 10K card? Yes! Sa GIC na dumating na pinag-open mo dito is already safe and you don't have to worry about that na i-question pa ni VO. Yung 10 CAD, so long as hindi lalagpas, then you can still bring. Yep. Yama na, in fairness. Sally Jude.
Sana all.
You're welcome. Angelica Eliazar.
PR na po ba kayo?
No!
Student.
Open work permit. We will be working on our PR and we will update you guys with that. Let's hope and pray para lahat tayo. Diba? Thank you so much, sabi ni Bernadette. Nag-isip pa lang kami ngayon sino mag-study, si husband or ako. Once okay na po. PSA marriage certificate namin, mag-PM din ako sa page to seek help for Lambton, LOA. Madami na tayo. So kahit graduate na ako, kahit hindi na ako nag-aaral sa Lambton, we will still connect, guys, and we will still have our get-together and we will be a big Lambton family here.
Makikita nyo kung gaano kagulo.
Ang ingay. Ellie Cruz. Hi, Aileen. Hoy, Ellie, kilala kita. Huwag kang makapag-introduce ng sarili mo. SME mo. Kaya, I was her subject matter expert when I was still working in the BPO. So I was parang one step promoted from being an agent when I was still an agent. So I'm not taking calls anymore, but more on an expert about the financial business namin noon. And yung mga trainees, ako yung kasama sa training. So, hi, Ellie. Call center, nag-hire hindi ganun ka-in-demand ang call center na hiring from outside of the Philippines going to Canada. They prefer people who are already here in Canada. But the good thing is that mataas ang pasahod sa call centers pa rin dito sa Canada.
Tama.
Above minimum siya.
Punta ka na dito.
Raymart's The Adventure. Kamusta daw ang COVID? Tumataas yung case ng Ontario.
Bawal ang gatherings.
Pwede ang gathering. So dati, pwede na.
Dati
Pwede na yung wala ng restrictions sa gathering. Ngayon, bumalik na sa 10 people outside and 25 people inside. Tama ba? Or 25 people outside, 10
Basta
people
25.
inside. Mahigpit. Tumataas. Meron tayong, nangyari, bobo? 300 positive cases kami nung Thursday. Thursday alone.
Tama.
Kaya yun.
Angelicon, 840 ang additional payment for male na...
May piercing. And sa female, more than normal na 2 piercing. Oh, ayun, sinagot na ni Angelicon. Kakatapos lang kasi ng medical niya sa asawa niya. Angelicon, share mo nga ano yung mga ginawa sa asawa mo sa medical niya noon sa Baguio. Nagsa Baguio din sila dun sa pinuntahan namin. So
Saan taga Pangasinan?
Mangaldan. So 840 kapag yung asawa mo may piercing, kapag ikaw more than 2, magdadagdag ka ng 844 additional test. HEPA. So not because you have piercing kaya you have additional payment, but it's because you have to undergo an additional test.
Tama. Makoy.
Noki's Kuwanza. Sasama po namin yung 2-year-old son namin. Ano po medical sa kanya? I can only answer that once my son is done with his medical as well. So he will be doing his medical on the 28th. But most probably, it's going to be the same medical as for everyone. Except, of course, sa mga AIDS scan. Wala namang, ewan ko ha. But it's still physical and x-ray as far as I know. Wait na nga. Tingnan ko na nga si National. Pero may medical. Required ang medical si 2-year-old.
Angelica Elzar. Nabura na naman message niya. Bakoy Comedy Videos. Hi po.
Ayun. So, as per CIC, ang kailangan for medical is physical examination like eye, nose, heart, lungs, and other organ checkups. So, it includes chest x-rays, blood test for HIV and syphilis. Mga ganon. Yung skin, mga ganon. So for kids,
may tinatawaran akong sasakyan 2.5. Subaru Forester. Saan na tayo? Anong hinahanap dyan?
yung sa bata.
Saan ka naman sagutin yan? Magkano po ba salary sa aircraft industry kagaya ng mekaniko ng eroplano?
So for babies, general test lang daw by the doctor. So ang kailangan lang eyesight, hearing, height, weight, and then just check lang nila yung eyes, ears, throat, and listen to the heartbeat and lungs. Yun lang. Just ask you to about the background medical conditions ng anak niyo kung may asthma, mga ganon. And they did not perform any x-rays or urine tests. Only adults lang daw.
Kasi yung anak namin 2-year-old din.
So that's to answer your question. Noki's Kwanzaa. McCoy, comedy video. So, parang very intriguing that one. Hi, McCoy. Magkano po ba salary sa aircraft industry? Kagaya ng mekaniko ng aeroplano, $24 ang starting.
Pagka-license ka,
per hour. Pag license ka,
kukuha ako nun kaso hindi pa ngayon.
That's only starting ha. And the minimum starting salary dito per hour is $14. So you're $10 above the minimum.
Tama.
Sabi ko sa inyo, mataas ang skill dito eh.
Welder.
Lloyda, hi po. Thank you sa reply ninyo sa akin. I'm always watching your vlog. Thank you so much. Thank you sa pagtulong ninyo sa mga Pinoy na gustong makarating. Always.
Ng Canada.
It's Oo nga, bakit ba natin ginagawa ito? We're doing this kasi wala kaming magawa. Charot.
Ginagawa namin ito kasi pag pumunta sila dito, bibigyan kami ng tuyo.
Again, we're not connected to anyone, any agencies, any consultancies.
Wala kaming hinihinging pera.
But thank you so much, Lloyda. Thank you so much, Lloyda, for your kind words. Yeah, we're just doing this out of kasi I am a moderator to some of the groups, and I am also a member of some of the Facebook groups. I don't often answer any questions on those groups. I don't often post anything on those groups, but kasi this is also part of us giving back, since a lot of people helped us din naman during our application. And it was a very stressful moment
Hindi mo
of
alam
my
kung saan ka
life.
magtatanong.
And there are so many kind-hearted people who was very generous with their time and with their help. Na alam kong kahit sobrang busy sila sa buhay nila dito sa Canada, they still helped us. And so, well, this is our way of giving back.
Tama. Tuyo-tuyo lang ang papadala niyo sa amin.
Pipilit niya pa
Okay
rin
na.
yung tuyo. Ayoko ng tuyo. Ang dami mo nang sinabihan ng tuyo.
Oh, cheese.
Eden.
Eden cheese. Mahal dito ang cheese.
Hindi na so, ibang-ibang Milo, Eden cheese, pancit canton, Maggi, iba ang lasa dito. Justin Andrew Furonda, okay po ba ang opportunity sa IT industry like web development, web design in Toronto, planning to take interactive media design program po next year sa Seneca?
Mahal lang sahod ang IT dito, Brad.
Yes, Justin.
Yan ang pinakamagandang kukunin mo.
But you really have to be very good at your craft, of course. You have to stand out. It's a very stiff competition out there.
Tama.
Sally Jude. Pero mataas ang sahod, don't worry. Super. Eileen Sarki. Another question. We have 2.3 sa bank namin.
Oy,
Most
daming
of our
pera.
funds are in my account. Kay join ko ang 4-year-old baby namin. Then yung 200k nasa name ng hubby ko at ni baby. Sino ba ang magiging
Bigyan mo naman ako ng pera kahit konti.
Ang laki nun, ha? That should be more than enough. It doesn't matter. Pero sana meron din kayong joint bank account ng asawa mo. Bakit parang nasa iyo lahat ng pera? Parang ako. Pagkapasok ng sahod niya, diretso sa account ko. Kawawa naman siya. Pero yes.
Sumadaw kahapon, nasa kanya.
Automatic. So, ang laki na nun, if it's just gonna be your husband and your child, who would be applying 2.3 plus 200, that's 2.5. Yan, malakas na yan for your POF. Pero it would have been more ideal kung meron din kayong joint bank account ni husband. Pero kung wala pa and then you're still planning to apply, then yeah. Jack Topher, mukbang. 26 weeks pa rin ba ang hintayin na pag-front medical ka na sa work permit? Ilan pa ba ang hintayin? You know what? I don't want to be coded. I don't want to get this directly from CIC. I'll show you.
CIC. Kumusta kayo, guys? Anong balita sa inyo? Ay, nako. Bukas, wait nyo yung video pala namin. I-edit ko na mamaya. I-upload ko ng bukas siguro or Monday. Pero madali lang i-edit yung kasi short video lang. Kaya abangan ninyo ang ano namin.
I'm checking the processing time for work permit. You're talking about open work permit, right? I want to be sure.
Malamig na pala dito sa Canada ngayon. Parang yung winter napaaga daw sabi nila. Ewan ko. Pagka hindi ka na naka-jacket parang lalagnating ka, sakit sa ulo.
Coming from Philippines, output and coming from Philippines. Iba-iba kasi ang timeline natin if it's from a different country.
Yep. Mag-message ka na lang sa Facebook page namin.
Hindi, ito na. 26 weeks. So that is after you have already. So, yung 26 weeks, it doesn't include yung time mo for biometrics. So after everything has been completed, it's 26 weeks. Yes.
26 weeks?
Yep. Matagal.
Ba't gano'n?
Matagal ang OWP ngayon.
Nokis Quenza. RN po ako sa Pinas. Ano po ba kaya mga magiging work ko dyan sa Canada na related sa healthcare din?
Yung sa mga healthcare admin, you can do that. Kasi that's pasok yun. Or pwede kang mag-bridging program. Pwede kang kumuha ng NNAS mo, ipa-accredit mo yung pagiging RN mo sa Pilipinas.
Grabe naman yung Jamaica VR, $27.
Oh my God!
$27,000 ang sale pa ng agency.
Wow.
Kamahal naman yan.
Anong 27,000 Jamaica?
Baka lahat ang magagastos nila.
Ang laki naman. Sale ba yan? Explain natin. Baka mahal naman
Baka
yan.
scam yan.
Hindi naman, pero sobra. Paolo.
Paolo Paglinawan. Tama, huwag kayong mag-IELTS, sayang pera. Follow-up question po. Since close pa si BFS dito sa Pinas, ma-approve po ba yung visa namin? Kasi
Nako.
nakapag-lodge na po kami. Makakaalis po ba ng walang...
You will not get your visa unless you give your biometrics. It's part of the requirement. So you may have already submitted your application,
Gagawin
pero
sa taas kami.
that does not mean that you can already come into Canada. You have to get your approval first. And part of requirement of getting that approval is the biometrics. So Paolo, the answer is no, unfortunately. And bukas na yung Cebu na VFS.
Sa 21.
May mga nagbo-book from Manila going to Cebu just for that biometric. Ganun na sila ka-desperado matapos yung application nila. Dana Lyson.
Hello po. Question po, when deadline ng application for September 2021 in Lambton?
Huwag mong hintayin yung deadline ng
Wala pa po
application.
sana
Dapat pagbukas pa lang this month or next month, kumuha ka na ng LOA mo kasi mahirap yung last minute na kukuha ka ng LOA. Supply chain, I could say it was, September 2021 will open next month. So if you can secure all the documents needed for the LOA, so that's going to be your high school and college DOR and diploma, your passport copy, your employment certificates. If you have IELTS, then go. If not, then we can waive the IELTS for you. So as long as you have all of those documents, then prepare them and ask for someone who could help you with your LOA ASAP as soon as it opens next month. So yun. Huwag nang last minute. Pero most probably magsasara yun. Kunwari yung January intake, nagsara siya this month. So September. Diba? Or November, December, January. Mga 5 months or 4 months prior to the intake itself. Pero that's already risky, ha? You should be applying for your SP na as soon as you get your LOA, because that's the most ideal. You have plenty of time. If you get an approval, thank you, Lord. If you get refused, then you have plenty of time for reapplication.
Ano message yan? Yun na yung breakdown.
Ay, no, mamaya tingnan natin. So that's to answer your question, Dana. Meron akong mga kasama dito na nakuhanan ko kukuha sila ng supply chain. So makakasama mo sila sa ano ba yan, saang campus pa yan.
But 45.
If you need help for the LOA, message me on our Facebook page, and then I could send you all the forms that you need for the application ASAP para pwede na tayo mag-start. Submit na lang. Kunin na kaagad natin yung spot for that.
Bakit 45 times 45?
Roniel. Ay, si Sally. Revolving po namin, nasa 200K din now. Joint namin ni husband. Single application po muna daw siya. Need po ba ng affidavit of support from me? No need. Sally, di ba ikaw yung may 2.3 tapos yung revolving ninyo sa joint account ninyo ni husband is 200K? Dagdagan mo naman kung siya yung main applicant. Kawawa naman siya. Tapos sana may sarili din siyang bank account. Hindi lang yung joint bank account ninyo. Now, kung siya lang yung main applicant, ipakita niyo na lang din yung yung pera mo, since sa account mo, pwede kayang itagdag mo na lang siya doon sa account ninyo na yon, yung may 2.3. Dagdag mo yung name niya para parang pa rin siya, established account na siya. So dagdag mo na lang yung pangalan niya doon. Sayang yung 2.3.
Roniel Ungsod, currently under agency.
Regretting it now. Ako mismo nakipag-coordinate sa school since laging delay yung agency. Actually, yung
Huwag
mga
kayong
tinutulungan ko,
mag-agency.
may agency sila. Sabi nila, sila pa yung naghanap ng sino yung kukuha ng LOA nila, sino yung tutulong sa kanila, even with their SOP. So, yeah. Actually,
Sasakit lang din ulo nyo, bulsa nyo.
kayo din naman halos lahat mag-gather ng documents. Yeah. Kasi sa inyo yun.
Tama. Pero nasa sa inyo kung gusto nyong mag-agency talaga.
Marami din namang success stories ng agency, guys. Pero, sayang yung bayad kung kaya nyong gawin yun.
Tama.
Thank you so much, Jackto, for mukbang. I'm John. I will message you on your page. I already applied for Holland. If ever I will not be given a later, I might push for Lambton. Okay. Okay, I'm John.
Ay, nako, Lambton ka na lang, tol. Ang ganda ng schedule dun. Promise. Pero yung pasok nila ngayon. Online pa.
Roniel Ungsod, question niya about January 2021. It's still online. Mayroon ng message yung it's still gonna be online next year.
Nako! Punta na kayo. Ang sarap ng
Hi,
online.
Candino. Thank you so much
Hindi
for
kayo
always
magbabiyahe.
watching our live session and for being so active and always watching our vlogs. Si Ken, lagi nagko-comment yan. Botchok and Box TV. Graham, kung mag-rent at kasama ang family, ano ang mga maganda? Basement or condo? Basement yung pinakamura. Condo, mahal yan. Kasi may amenities yan. Like pool, gym, security guard, parking.
2,000
So, mahal
plus.
yan. Apartment, okay din siya. Basement ang pinakapura, kaya lang malamig siya pag winter. Pero may heater naman, pero malamig din. Malamig din medyo. Sherilyn Gutierrez, once nakuha na po ng 3 years PGWP, pwede po bang hindi mo na magtrabaho for the first year? If gusto po namin i-workout na magkaanak. You're wasting 1 year of your postgraduate work permit.
Mag-aanak kayo dito?
Pwede naman kayong mag-anak na nag-work ka pa rin. Ako nagtatrabaho pa rin ako and I'm very much pregnant. And then, you will be, alam mo yun, sayang that you're wasting 1 year of that 3-year postgraduate work permit where you should be working on your permanent residency already. Sayang. Why would you do that? Still work. You can still work and get
Siya ang pagtrabahuhin mo?
Sayang. Makulit. Di ba need or required ang baby book if sama-sama ng kid? If your child is off school age, the school will require yung anak mo ng history niya for the vaccine. So, the baby book or get a certification from your doctor. He's a doctor na mga kids mo. So, may form yun eh. Meron akong form nun. I can forward it to you, Makulit. I got it from a fellow international student din, a friend ko. So it's a form that's going to be signed by the doctor.
Mag-message ka sa Facebook page niya.
Or if you have the baby book, mas maganda yun. Jack, thank you po sa answer. Ako po yung sponsor ng GF ko na mag-apply ng SP as soon as makuha niya yung LOA from George Brown. Balak pa na yung magpakasal early next year and kunin niya ako sa OWP. Yeah, so she can make you her sponsor. Just prove your relationship with her. Diba? And also, pero dapat may funds din si girlfriend sa account ha. Lalo na kung kunwari, nasa age na nagtatrabaho si girlfriend. So, dapat mas malaki pa rin yung pera niya sa account niya. Mark Giam Ortega. Pa-shout out. Hi, Mark Giam G. Ortega.
Hi, Mark.
Atticus. I like your name, Atticus. It's an old name. Is it Greek? Atticus. Yeah. Will my university falling grades affect my crying of LOA from any? Yes. Unfortunately, how many subjects did you fail? Some schools, they will still give you LOAs. Some schools are very strict when it comes to how many subjects you have failed during your college years. So it will. Renan Gonzalez, good morning po. Tanong ko po kung ano dapat na related na tinapos mo dito sa Pilipinas migration. No, sinagot ko na yan kanina, Renan. So, hindi naman necessary na related sa natapos mo. Pwedeng related sa previous job mo, sa current job mo, or sa passion mo. Kung kaya mong depensahan yon sa school na kukuha mo ng LOA and sa visa application mo for study permit, and it makes sense. Kunwari, you want to have this business because your passion is culinary and you want to put up a restaurant. So, or you already have an existing restaurant and gusto mong palakihin yun. So, yes, you can. Kaya mong depensahan, go for it.
Yakang-yaka. Gutierrez family. Madali po bang kumuha ng license?
Kausapin mo.
Madali lang. Pag nagda-drive ka na, bubagsak lang ako sa G kasi takot ako sa highway.
Kung sa G1, I can give you a reviewer.
Yun, pasok
Kaya
na.
nandito
Sa
na
Ontario. Pasok lahat yun yung reviewer na yun.
I can message us on Facebook.
Ano nabot ko? Sumasakit yung tiyan ko.
Ayun o. Kalit-kalit na. Sally. Single applicant daw po si hubby mo na. Then, pag approve na po, saka po kami apply. Gagawan ko pa po ba siya ng affidavit at support? Actually, yan yung next video namin na. Being a sponsor.
Ay, huwag mo sagutin para panoorin nila.
Hindi, ako lang sagutin ko na. Ano ka ba? Gaano ka strong at katagal yung relationship nyo for you to be a sponsor of your boyfriend? You have to prove that. And also, may dalawang klase yan. You can have an affidavit of support or a letter of support. Diniscuss namin yun sa video na
Huwag mo nang anuhin. hindi na nila pinanood.
You can get an affidavit or a letter of support. Wait for the video tomorrow. I will discuss this, Arky. That's for the
Paano pang kwenta
sponsor.
nung vlog natin kung i-discuss naman dyan?
Pero to answer your question, husband pala, hindi boyfriend. Yes, you can be a sponsor for your husband.
Hindi
Pero
boyfriend.
dapat mas malalaki pa rin ang pera ni husband, ha? Kasi magiging questionable bakit nasa asawa niya lahat yung pera. Smart. Hindi man po about teachers and chef jam. Teachers, it's a regulated job.
Chef, may video kami niyan.
Chef, it is.
Bagong upload.
It will be right now, guys. Hospitality industry is really not doing so well because of COVID. So please please pray that this will be all over soon. Kasi medyo affected talaga yung mga restaurants natin, yung mga hotels natin because of COVID. Pero yeah, supposedly, ano pa? So teacher, you have to study again. ECE, Early Childhood Education. Need po ba mag-submit? Dati, ginalaw mo ba? Kay Loida na ba tayo?
Saan ba yun?
Taas. Ayun, kay Loida na tayo. Loida, sabi niya, need po ba mag-submit ng employment certificate para sa work permit ng spouse? No. Magkaiba po ba ang reference letter? Baka po kasi pag humingi sa visa application, ha? Sa visa application ni spouse, siyempre, paano mo parang, ano yung mga naging work ni spouse sa past? Ano yung mga work experience niya? Paano siyang magiging makakontribute dito sa Canada? At the same time, ano yung career niya na i-grow ng Canadian experience niya? So you really have to submit. You have to prove that you have to prove that by submitting an employment certificate. So yes, you have to. On your application. Employment certificate and reference letter is the same. Pero, kapag mag-apply na kayo for PR and gagamitin nyo yung mga work background niyo, you and your OWP, as i-declare nyo siya, kunwari NOCB or NOCA or OSHA, i-declare nyo siya para makadagdag siya ng score, ng points. Merong format ang employment certificate or certificate of employment or COE. You have to follow the Canadian format. So you can search for that online. Merong format. So may specification siya ng kung ano yung responsibilities, ganon. It is an entirely different format that would be given to you by your previous employer. But during the application, of course, you'd also have to submit that.
Fun with Miko and Mika.
Sarky and Aileen, sabi niya, hi, kapapasok ko lang po. Ask ko lang yung sa school mo, Lambton or Brandon? Lambton.
Lambton College.
Lambton po.
Napakaganda ng schedule.
Lambton po ako.
Online pa sila.
Hanggang
At least naranasan niyang pumasok sa school ng 2 months lang.
2 months lang. Lambton ako sis, bro. Sorry. John VR, pag po ba nag-take ako ng short course for certificate lang, may chance na po ba makuha ng direct employer dyan? Jam, depende. Ano kang pumasok dito? Are you an open work permit holder or a study permit holder? Kapag short course, depende. Hindi natin masasabi. May possibility na yes, you can get, or you know you can get. Direct employer, what do you mean? Nandito ka ba sa Canada?
Or nasa Pinas.
Or nasa ibang bansa? Mahirap kumuha ng direct employer, hindi basta-basta. So you can try searching for jobs and for employers sa Indeed.ca, di ba? Doon.
Indeed, pero mahirap.
Pero hindi ganun kadaling kumuha. So getting a short course does not guarantee that you would get a direct employer. It's not as easy as that. Renan Gonzalez, madali lang po bang kumuha ng open work permit? Sa Ontario po kasi si mama ko, kaso 26 na po ako, di na po ko ata pwedeng i-petition. Open work permit can only be given to you if you are a dependent of a student or
Sayang naman, petition.
Or a foreign worker here in Canada. So it can only be given.
Sayang. Ang daming gustong magpunta ng Canada. Tapos pagpunta nila dito,
I might as well go for study permit na lang rin. Hindi na nga yun. 26 is beyond. Atticus, is it necessary to be in the Philippines for the bio? No. You can search for any VFS or VAC na available dyan sa Canada. You can have your biometrics sa Qatar. Sa Qatar. Sorry, Qatar. Hindi naman kailangan.
Ay! Nawala.
We have 56 viewers. Thank you so much, guys, for always watching our vlogs and for always...
share nyo rin minsan para dumami naman yung community natin,
Malapit
guys.
na tayo mag 5,000. Thank you so much, guys. And for the 55 people who are watching our live session right now, thank you so much. God bless. Stay safe.
Pag-yaman kami.
Yeah. Dana, you're welcome, Dana. Yeah, just message me.
Thank you. We'll message you po.
Look, Sally Jude, look. Haha, baka magbabae. Walang tiwala sa asawa mo. Well, I feel you, girl. Pag walang pera, walang papatol na babae, right? Charot. Ay, nako, pagka okay na yung pera application niya, bawiin mo yung pera. Ganun lang yun.
Mga babae talaga.
Oo. Dapat lang, no? Excuse me.
Bigyan ng kotseng maganda.
Oo. Dapat yung sasakyan ng asawa mo, mga ano. Huwag mo nibibigyan ng mga Ay, Diyos ko. Natawa ako. Napatawa mo ako, sis. Sa promise.
Sorry.
Hi po. Pag po ba sa Pilipinas yung address ng pag-lodge ng application, pwede po bang magpa-biometrics dito sa Saudi? Tori. That's a good question. Kasi advisable talaga that if you're gonna be applying for your study permit, ang lagay mong address mo is Philippines. Address. Pero I think you can go to any VFS. Kahit sa Saudi. But I will get back to you on that. Please follow up on me on our Facebook page. Can you message me and I'll give you a more accurate answer. I want to make sure. But personally for me, it should be good. It should be okay na you can get your biometrics. Actually, mas paganda nga kasi nga, diba sa nangyayari ngayon, sarado VFS Manila. Cebu lang yung bukas, upon appointment lang. So, I think you can. Agency fee niya, 100K. Ang old po siya. Ang bigat niyan, dude. 100,000. Ang sakit sa heart. Sayang
Ang dami
naman,
niyo ng
Sally.
mabibiling gamit niya.
Airfare nyo ng dalawa
Mm.
yan. Oh my God. Hindi na ba pwedeng bawiin?
Ang hirap ng bigkasin ang pangalan nito.
Nag-isip ako, Ohits Catlea. Ohits Catlea. Catlea. Need po ba ng PSA copy sa marriage certificate? Yes. Kasi move po ang wedding namin by next year, by January. Tapos sa Feb po pala namin mag-lodge ng visa. Yes. You need that. Kailangan nyo yun.
Health and recipe ideas PH.
Oy, lagi yan. Sis, saan ka nag-aaral at lugar? Kasi no winter. I'm studying at Lambton, Mississauga campus.
Ay,
Meron po
Ang
kaming
ganda dito.
Toronto, meron kaming Sarnia.
Ang ganda ng
Job
schedule.
opportunities, marami syempre sa Toronto at saka sa Mississauga. Winter, honestly, it can be a bit challenging, especially if you're new here. But it's okay. We survived. A lot of students
Wala pa
survived
kaming sasakyan
winter.
nun, ha?
It's okay.
Naiwan kami ng bus.
Just enjoy na alam mo yun, bago yung winter, yung feeling ng winter and snow, ganon. It can be tough, especially kapag sobrang lamig at naiwan ka ng bus mo. But it's gonna be part of your journey and something that you can look back to once you are successful here in Canada, once you get your PR na, when I arrived, tapos ganito. Kasi that's one of the things, yung mga fond memories na binabalikan namin nung wala kaming sasakyan, tapos iniwan kami ng bus. So, just get to
Kaya binablog namin yung mga experiences.
Just enjoy and get to experience everything that you will.
Sana may vlog nyo rin mga experience nyo.
Yeah.
Para pagpunta nyo dito, di ba? Para share tayo ng mga experiences.
Yes. Floresca says yan. IMM 5645. Lahat ba ng members of the family na naka-indicate sa form attach ang birth cert? 546. Wait lang ha, balikan ko lang yung mga form ko. Para sure. Mahirap nang magkamali. It's a declaration of family, diba? No, you don't have to attach. Bakit? Kung kasama lang sila sa application. Naman lang sila i-attach.
Roniel Ungsod. Regarding sa January 2021 intake, nang papasok po ito ba sa Canada for international student?
Wait lang nga, balikan ko nga 54645 ko. 5645. Wait lang ha, may binubuksan lang ako sa aming laptop. Aileen. IMM forms. Family info. No, you don't have to. Oops, sorry. So here in the family info, I put, wait lang, open ko lang siya sa adult. Ay, wait lang. Sis, 5645. Wait. 5645E pala to.
Wala naman ata eh.
Hindi meron yan. No, you don't have to. Sure na ako dito. So to answer your question, for the family info for 5645 immigration form, you don't have to include the birth certificates of your father, your mother, your siblings. You don't have to. Roniel, regarding sa January 21 intake, pagpasok na po ba si Canada for international students? Hanggang ngayon po, restricted pa rin po ang pagpasok dito sa Canada. So hindi pa open ang border ng Canada. So unless your school will be willing to give you a letter that indicating na kailangan nandito kayo sa Canada, then unfortunately, you have to do your online kung nasaan kayo ngayon. For Lambton, I have a lot of people I know who were able to successfully enter Canada because they were able to secure a letter.
HT.
And
kumikita na siya ngayon.
Si Irene. So, si Irene
Hindi na
at
siya
PH,
jumo-join
nakapasok
sa
sila. And they're both lambda.
live kasi busy na siyang maghanap buhay.
Ayun pa rin dun sa
Ah.
PH. Follow-up question po, ano yan? Sabi ni Dana, online pa rin po kayo sa September. I'm not sure.
September 2021?
Mm-mm.
Sana.
Hindi
Parang
sure.
pasapabor sa inyo.
January pa lang ang in-announce natin. 60 viewers. Thank you so much, guys.
Ow!
Bakit? Tapos, hindi sure na for September 2021 kung online pa rin siya. I cannot say.
Pero
Unless
January,
January pa
swerte
lang.
yung mga January intake. Online.
Oo.
Hindi nyo mararanasan ng winter. Nasa bahay lang kayo. Pa-computer lang.
Botchok and Bogs. Pag may visa na si 6 months bago mag-start ng school, pwede na rin po ba mag-start mag-work ang OWP? Yes. Once you enter Canada, kung may valid reason ka at papayagan kayo ni immigration officer na pumasok ng Canada 6 months prior to the intake of your wife and you were able to get your work permit, yes, you can start working. Sandri, antay ko lang yung high school records ko, then fill ko na yung application. Recently joined Tropang Lambton GC. Thanks. You're welcome, Sandri. So, yeah, you really need to have your high school. I think we've talked about this before, di ba? Yung pwede bang wala kasama yung, hindi kasama yung high school records. No, kasi requirement yun. Sorry. And then, application. Oh, yeah. Basta, i-message mo na lang ako about that. I remember. Yeah. Sir Sarky, ikaw yun. G1 license po ba pwede for motorcycle and car?
Hindi, magkaiba dito. Huwag ka na magmotor muna dito. Kuha ka muna ng G1 mo pang sasakyan, tol. G1 madali lang, exam. Pagka mag-exam na kayo dito, may mga reviewer kami dito. Sa Ontario,
Sa Ontario, if message us, we can help you with your review.
Mag-message kayo, kung bago kayo dito, mag-message kayo sa Facebook page namin, ibibigay namin sa inyo yung mga sagot.
Ontario.
Para,
reviewer.
Reviewer pala, di sagot, sorry. Wala palang sagot pa reviewer. Para hindi na kayo magbayad ng $16, katulad ko, nakatatlong bayad ng 16.
Kawawa naman siya, wala pa kasi kami nun.
Kasi app lang ang ginamit kong nun, iba pala yung sa app. Nakakaasar yun, fake.
Sa reviewer namin.
Made in China. Smile. Smite ba? Ay, sorry. Sorry, Smite
Smite your ass. Hindi man pa bang teacher?
Kailangan mo mag-aaral, pero mahal ang sahod. Pwede. Aral ka dito. Si Melvin.
Magkano gastos kapag ka DIY, sabi niya?
Ulit-ulit daw si Melvin, si Babalo.
Teacher, guys. It's a regulated profession here in Canada, so you have to study.
Nurses, engineers, doctors.
Anything na may license. Also, for DIY, the same na magagastos nyo for your application with an agency, except that you don't have to pay for the agency fee. So you only have to pay for your medical, biometrics, visa application, your show, not the show money, it's wrong. It's your proof of funds, your tuition, your airfare. So it's the same. Minus mo lang yung 100,000 or so, or mga 50,000 or so for na ibabayaran nyo sa agency. Pero ang invest nyo dyan is time for research.
Dapat may advance nyo na.
Vincent.
Sherlyn Gutierrez.
Artista yung pangalan mo. Sis,
Artistahe?
Paano po if kukuha muna ka ng 1-year program, then kukuha po ulit ako ng another 1 year after the first one, posible bang makakuha ko ng... It's not a guarantee, Charlene.
Bakit 1 year lang?
Pwede 2 years naman kasi yun. That's equivalent of a 2-year program pa rin. Pero magkaiba, diba? Parang 1 year. Depende kasi yun sa mag-review nung papers mo. So, some visa officers would give you a 3-year postgraduate work permit for a 1+1 program. Some visa officers might just give you 2 years. So, we're not sure. Pero pwede naman yan. Some people were able to get 3 years. Pero sabi nga nung iba ng mga nakausap namin, depende yan sa mag-review na application mo for your postgraduate work permit. Vincent. Kung mag-enroll pa ba ng postgraduate course, kailangan po bang tapusin at ipasa ang course? Or okay lang? Kapag postgraduate kasi, ibig sabihin may degree ka na sa Pilipinas. That's why it's a postgraduate certificate that you will be getting. Now, if you're an undergraduate, then it's a diploma course that you will be getting, not a postgraduate. So, kailangan, if you want a postgraduate, you have a college degree.
Sali, taga Biskaya pala. Ilocano. Hi, Kabsat.
Ilocano Akmet. Aritaw! Nueva Vizcaya. Common friend niya daw si Michael, asawa ni Eileen. Si Michael Managira, nandito siya ngayon sa Canada. OWP siya ni Eileen. Nakasama ko sa school sa LAM.
Kaya naman namin 2 weeks ago ata.
Yeah.
Tinalugan ko na sila. Lasing na ako. Ng baby shower.
Erickson Acosta.
Oy, ang ganda.
Senon, is that you? Shout out po niyo, subscriber niyo po. Erickson Acosta, si Senon ba to? Hi, Senon. Ikaw ba yan? Hi. May kilala akong Erickson Acosta, pero baka iba siya. Sorry if you're not Senon. Hi, Erickson. Jom Soriaga. Ito si Jom Soriaga. Paulit-ulit. Oo, yung Blessed Day. Amen. Ask ko lang po kapag nakakuha ka na ng job offer from your employer with no LMA, LMIA, no IELTS, no ECA, no funds required. Hindi pa rin po ba natin sa immigration? Thanks po. Yukon! Kaka-launch lang yan ha. Mayroon tayong bagong pilot program. It's a Yukon.
Iba-vlog sana namin yan eh.
Oo. I-post ko na lang sa group namin, ay sa Facebook page namin. It's a Yukon pilot program siya ng Yukon Community Pilot Program. So, Yukon is very close to Alaska, or mostly Alaska na siya parang.
Malamig.
It's very, very cool. Pero,
sabi ng kaibigan ko, may kaibigan ako doon.
Oo, pero maganda doon is that you can already apply. You can get may trabaho, makakakuha kayo ng trabaho doon. But check the website, check the CIC. Like yung sinasabi yun, for more details about the Yukon Community Pilot Program, I can post the link to our Facebook page. Just visit our Facebook page. It would give you more details about the Yukon. Make sure lang na yung a-applyan ninyo na trabaho is participating sila sa Yukon Community Pilot Program. Not all employees are members of that, so you have to check them out first. I'll provide you with the link on our Facebook page later on to give you more details about that. Pero maganda yun ha, pwede kayong maka-PR doon. Kukunti kasi ang population doon, kukunti ang immigrants. So that's why they are like pushing for immigrants to go to Yukon. It's okay, so long as PR is PR. Health and recipe. Thank you, you're welcome. No worries. Hinihingal ako magsalita. Yung may water ka ba? O dun sa gilid. Dami naming tubig. Malakas ako sa tubig, malakas siya sa tubig.
Ang dami naming pagkain, tubig. Ang hirap dito sa Canada magtrabaho, nakakataba. Ano tayo?
Atticus. Follow-up question. Since andito po kami sa Qatar, if ma-approve ang student visa, hindi po ba namin umuwi? No. You can fly directly to Qatar going to Canada.
Parang sila, may kakilala kami from Dubai.
Si John Ed and his husband, and his wife, Irene. Irene is the student. And she's attending Lambton College right now. Online nga lang. Maria Gemaz. Kailan po kaya nag-open ng VFS dito sa Manila? No idea. Same as you. I'm waiting for an update because I have people I'm helping who's waiting for VFS Manila to open. And so I'm also checking talaga diligently for the for the VFS Manila to open. Jam VR. Magkano po ang estimate ng DIY kasama pang spouse, student? So, dalawa. Sabihin na natin, tuition one term, sabihin natin
Seven.
$8,000. Airfare, ganon.
100K.
Pinaka, ano lang to ha, sobrang liit na budget to ha. Sabihin natin nasa mga 1.5, 1.6, no? Isa na yun para sa inyong dalawa ha, na applicant. SP and OWP, yun na yung pinaka, maliit na masasabi kong budget nyo for a DIY. Kasi you have to show proof of funds then. And as I said before, the more the better. So sabihin na natin, ang tuition mo is 300,000 plus, sabihin natin gagastos ka na lang. Sabihin natin roughly 100,000 kunwari lang.
Yung
For the other stuff that you have to pay, like medical, biometrics, pamasahe, mga sabihin natin NBI, mga pa-picture, gano'n. Sabihin lang natin 400 na yon. And then, kung dalawa kayo, 14,000 yung required Canadian dollars times 37, sabihin natin, that's already 500. So that's how much? Almost 1 million na siya, diba? Tapos airfare, sabihin natin kunwari 100 o 1.1 na siya. So make an allowance na lang din. Mga sabihin natin, mga 1.5 and 1.6.
tama. Anthology.
Pero kung kaya nyo pang pataasin nyo pa.
Sarky, nagagalit husband ko. Bakit daw Celtics Cup? Oo nga, Tinalo pala ng Celtics ang Raptors. Ganyan ko lang. Ay, ganun din nakikita pa rin.
Bilan natin, Jillian.
Pamana kasi ng best friend ko to.
Sa US kasi.
10 years na tong cup na to. Buhay pa.
Bibilang kong Toronto Raptors. June Apple, Linario.
Okay, sinat out ka namin sa next video. June Apple, Apolinario.
Oo, naka-shout out ka sa video. Watch mo tomorrow.
Tama.
Jake Layog, paano po yung nagpa-approve ng January 2020, nagpa-defer po ako sa school to May 2021. So, nag-extend po ako ng visa.
Naku, ba't nagpa-defer ka?
Okay lang yan. Kasi nga COVID daddy.
Online.
So, nagpa-extend po ako ng
Ang
visa.
ganda.
Allowed naman po ako mag-enter ng Canada, di ba? Kasi before March ako na-approve. Yes, you can. Kasama ka dun sa mga bakit sayang naman? Kasama ka dun sa kasama ka dun sa mga exemption. So, kuha ka lang ng letter sa school mo.
Nagpa-defer po. 2020 pala.
January 2020 siya. Pero nagpa-defer siya ng May. Hindi, feeling ko January 2021 to mali. Tapos nagpa-defer siya ng May 2021. Pero since approved siya prior to the March kung saan yung sinabi nila kasama yung mga exemptions. So, pwede kang pumasok
Dapat pumasok ka ng January kasi online lang. Ay, walang kahirap-hirap. Diyos ko Lord.
Hayaan mo na, okay lang yan. Kasi may mga tao talagang na-shock din sa nangyari and they didn't expect what's gonna happen. And so, ang dami din naman. So yes, kasama ka sa exemptions, just get a letter from your school.
Hindi ka pupunta sa school, mamamasahe ka, maghihintay ka ng bus. Ay, sayang.
Celeste Silve, may chance po ba ma-approve sa student visa kahit walang mapakita na land title sa bahay nyo? Oo naman, Celeste, not everyone naman needs to present a land title. Not everyone has a land title. So long as marami yung proof of funds mo. Diba? Also, yung home tie mo, palakasin mo yung home ties mo. Ano ba yung mga considered home ties? Yung could be yung mga binabayaran mo. Kunwari, may kotse ka, may bahay lupa kang binabayaran, anak mo, ano yung babalikan mong work, ganon. Ano pa ba? Florence, you're welcome. Jolu, Ed Palina, Jolu, yes. Hi Jolu. Sabi niya, pag na-approve daw yung SP, then nakapag-decide si student magpa-defer to later and take example from January to September, mabuboid po ba ang SP? Well, the first question is, what is your reason for deferral? It really needs to be a valid, strong reason. Because it's not your SP, your study permit, your visa that would be affected. It's gonna be the approval for your deferral would be coming from the school. So would your school allow you to defer your intake? What is your reason? Some people are being refused for deferral. So talk to your school. Your study permit will not be voided. It's going to be your school who you need to talk to. Atticus, follow-up question. You failed grades ko po nung college. Will it be a reason for rejection? No, it is not going to be a reason for rejection for study visa. It can only be a rejection for your LOA. Si school lang magde-decide. So, initially, for you to get a study permit,
Order na akong Jollibee.
initially for a study permit,
Ay?
for you to be able to apply for a study permit,
Or
you have
Dakas.
to have an LOA. So that's the first step. And so, pero hindi basis yon for your SP to be rejected.
Last two questions na tayo.
Mm-mm. So, what time is it? 10:04. We'll be ending at 10:10, guys. Because,
Last 6 minutes.
paano kung walang business, ano yan, sabi niya? Hello, host. Caleb Ellie. Hi! Hello, host talaga siya. May question si Ohits Kathlia. Makaka-upload na po kaya ako sa GCK this year kahit next year pang lodge sa visa. Yes, you can start uploading as early as now. Unti-unti. You can. Pero may days lang yata yun na valid yung Ang alam ko, parang
Regalohan ka daw niya ng Raptors Cup sa anthology.
kasi suot-suot mo Celtics.
Oo nga, Celtics pala yung tumalo sa Game 7.
Sorry, Atlea. I'm gonna answer your question. So, pwede ka naman mag-advance upload of your documents sa GCK mo. Pero ang alam ko may validity, may certain days lang. If I'm not mistaken, kasi nakatagal ko na yun na yung ginawa. If I'm not mistaken, may certain number of days lang na dapat nandun yung mo. But I'm gonna double check. I'm sorry. I'll get back to you on that. Let's park that question. Fun with Miko and Mika. Nung nag-upfront medical po kayo, walk-in lang, bar appointment. Huwag kayong tumawag. Saan ka ba? IOM, St. Luke's, or Nationwide Healthcare System ba yun? Yeah. So tatlong yon. If you're gonna call, they're not gonna answer. I tried that. So might as well make an appointment online through online or through their email. That's much better. So you can do upfront medical. Ay, hindi. Walang walk-in ngayon because of COVID. So you need to make an appointment talaga. It's only appointment basis. So kapag di sumasagot sa tawag, set an appointment online or send them an email. Jepa TV, mahirap bang maghanap ng trabaho pag wala kang madadala na certificate of employment? No, hindi naman hinahanapan ng certificate of employment It's just going to be your resume they'd be asking you for. Unless, of course, it's a skilled trade. They might ask for some certificates. Yes, kunwari, sinabi mo, previous work mo is kunwari, airplane mechanic. So they might ask you for a certificate of employment. M. John, si single M. John. Oo nga, sir. I heard 3 days a week ang sakit sa Lambton. Sa Holland, 5 days a week.
Oh, yan, pangit naman sa Holland.
Complete the requirements ko for IELTS. Overall 7, Duolingo 130. ACAD IELTS, you would get a discount of 1,000 Canadian dollars kay Lambton.
Oo, sayang yun. Pambili ng kotse, 1,800 parang sa amin.
1,000.
Karinyang
So
family.
if you would get an LOA kay Lambton, your score of 7 academic IELTS would make you eligible for a scholarship of 1,000 Canadian dollars on the third term. Laking bagay nun. So think about it. M. John, I can help you. Carino family. Hello, sis and bro, watching from Regina. Dito yan, Saskatchewan.
Hindi, nagbo-vlog yung mga yan. At
Oo.
ano guys, pina-follow ko
Check,
sila.
oo. Ay,
So,
pinapalo ko. So, check out nyo po yung YouTube channel
Bakit ako?
ng Carino Family. Nagbe-breakfast pa lang sila. Magtatanghalian na ako. Jonathan Raven. Malapit po ba ang Centennial College sa inyo? What can you suggest for an airline going to Canada for cheapest
yan.
flight? Jonathan, yung Centennial, sabi ni Sarky, mga 25-minute drive by car going to Mississauga. Cheapest airline, hindi ko masasabi kung ano yung cheapest airline.
China.
Kaso pangit yung review nung nung mga layover.
Ba't ka pupunta ng China?
Hindi, meron. Why? That's not.
Why?
So, you can try and check na lang lahat ng may ginagamit yung Sky Scanner. Doon chine-check ni Sarky kung yung
Sky Scanner.
Yung comparison.
Check mo lang doon.
Wala kaming ma-recommend na cheapest airline kasi kami ang kinuha namin is yung PAL, yung direct flight 13 hours, wala kaming layover kasi ayaw namin yung buhat-buhat check out ganon.
Mas maganda yun.
Yung kasi yung mga kakilala namin na yung parang magkaiba yung airline tapos kahol sila sa oras, ayaw magka-problema ng ganon. Since this is my first time na lumabas ng Pilipinas and it's gonna be parang ayoko ng hassle of yung sa luggage. Saan pa? Thank you for answering, sabi ni Maria. You're welcome, always, always. If you have further questions, you can comment on the videos that you are watching on one of our videos, or you can directly message us on Facebook. On our Facebook page, very responsive po kami doon. And Jillian, sige, Raptor Cup. Si Sarky, pasaway. Hi, and Fern. About sponsorship po, yung papa ko po, sanang sponsor, retired police po siya last 2008. Pero natago namin yung papers niya po. Okay lang po ba yun napakita as proof? Wala po ba siyang business or property CIA po? So your father, again, wait for our video tomorrow. It's all about sponsorship. But yes, your father can be your sponsor. And pakita niyo lang yung bank statement and bank certificate.
Ang lakas ng tawa ng husband ko. Nagpagalitan si Sarky.
Sabi ni Jillian.
Hindi, si Sally.
Ay, si Sally.
Ang sa inyong panoorin. Sige, lobat na rin tong laptop, guys.
Wait lang, tapusin ko na.
Smite.
Smite, since teacher job related to it, walang regulated daw yung teacher. So sinasabi ko teaching is regulated profession. Ano alternative course or program should I take if I study in Canada? ECE, Early Childhood Education. That's in demand here. May PR pathway for ECE. So that's what I suggest that you get kung pag-teacher po kayo. Angelico, napagalitan si Sarky. Salamat sa mga advice ninyo.
Sige na guys, maraming salamat. God bless. Next week ulit.
Next week ulit, guys. God bless and stay safe. And please watch out for a new video tomorrow. Don't forget to follow and like our Facebook page po. And we're almost 5,000 subscriber in Facebook then. Thank you so much.
Hintayin niyo yung interview namin kay John Tigno. Soon.
Hintayin mo muna bumayag.
Pumayag na siya.
Yeah. Oo. So, si John Tigno at si Pinoy Tracker.
Yeah. Sige na guys, maraming salamat. God bless. Goodbye.